Listen up, traders. If you've ever sat in front of your screen, heart pounding, knowing deep down there was no real reason to enter a trade, but you clicked buy or sell anyway just to be in the game, then this message is for you. I'm speaking straight from the scars I carry, from the nights I stared at red numbers, wondering why I couldn't just walk away. Today we're going deep into one of the most powerful truths in trading. Don't force trades. This isn't some light tip. It's the difference between slowly building real wealth and watching your account disappear because you couldn't sit still. I've been that desperate trader, forcing move after move, chasing the feeling of action instead of waiting for the real thing. It cost me money, sleep, relationships, and almost my belief that I could ever make this work. But when I finally learned to stop forcing, everything changed. Peace came back. Wins started coming naturally, and the growth in my account felt earned, not stolen by luck. Stay with me on this journey, because what I'm sharing isn't just about trading. It's about finding control in a life that often feels out of control. It's touching, it's real, and it can set you free. Forcing trades is something almost every trader does at the start. You open the platform, the market is moving a little, and suddenly you feel this itch. I should be in something. You tell yourself, if I don't trade today, I'm missing out. So you find a reason, any reason, to jump in. Maybe the price wiggled up a bit, or you saw a news headline, or you're just bored. You enter, hoping. And more often than not, the market turns, stops you out, and leaves you frustrated, smaller, and questioning everything. I know that feeling, like it's happening right now for some of you. I lived it for years. There was a season where I forced trade after trade, day after day. My account went down steadily, but worse than the money was the emptiness inside. I felt like I was fighting myself more than the market. Every forced entry was me saying, I don't trust the process. I don't trust that good things come to those who wait. It was painful, lonely, and exhausting. Why do we force? Because waiting feels weak. Action feels strong. We think real traders are always in the market, always busy, always making moves. But that's a lie we've been sold. The truth is, the best traders, the ones who last decades and build real wealth, are the ones who can sit on their hands when nothing clear is there. Forcing comes from fear of missing the big move, fear of not making enough this week, fear that if you're not trading, you're not really a trader. I carried that fear like a heavy bag. One winter, I forced so many bad trades that I nearly wiped out everything I'd saved. I remember sitting in the dark, tears coming, asking myself why I couldn't just stop. That moment broke something in me, but it also started the healing. Because from that low place, I promised myself no more forcing. Only trades that feel clean, clear, and right. Forcing trades doesn't just hurt your account, it hurts your soul. It turns trading into a grind instead of a craft. You start the day hopeful, but after a few forced losses, doubt creeps in. You revenge trade. You risk more to get back what you lost. And the cycle deepens. I've seen good people, hardworking fathers, single moms trying to build a better life, destroy their progress because they couldn't let a quiet day be quiet. One trader I mentored, a gentle guy with a young family, forced trades for months. He lost the money he'd set aside for his daughter's future. When he told me, his voice cracked. We sat in silence for a long time. That pain stays with you. But the beautiful part, he learned. He stopped forcing, and slowly his account grew again. His confidence came back. He became the calm, patient trader he always wanted to be. Not forcing trades is about trust. Trust in yourself that you can spot the real opportunities. Trust in the market that it will give you chances when the time is right. Trust in life that waiting today doesn't mean missing forever. When you stop forcing, something shifts inside. The pressure lifts. You breathe deeper. You watch the market with curiosity instead of desperation. And when a true opportunity shows up, clear direction, strong movement, everything lining up, you take it with calm power. Those trades, they win more often. They feel different. They build you up instead of tearing you down. I want you to feel this possibility. Imagine waking up, looking at the market, seeing nothing worth trading, and feeling okay with that. No guilt, no rush, just peace. Then, on the days when everything aligns, you step in with full conviction, knowing you're not gambling, you're executing. That life is real. I live it now. And it started the day I decided forcing was no longer an option. As we go deeper, you'll see exactly how to recognize when you're about to force and how to stop yourself before it's too late. This awareness is the bridge to freedom. Building on that truth about why forcing destroys us from the inside out, let's talk about how to catch yourself in the moment and choose something better. This is where understanding turns into power, the quiet strength to step back when every part of you wants to jump in. I've walked this road, and there were days when stopping a forced trade felt like the hardest thing in the world. But each time I did, I grew a little stronger, a little more whole. It's touching how these small choices to wait, to breathe, to honor what's real add up to a completely different life in trading. Let me hold your hand through this, sharing the signs I learned to watch for and the gentle ways to pull yourself back. The first sign you're about to force is that itch, the restless feeling that says, I need to do something. It often comes after a few quiet hours or a winning streak that makes you greedy for more. Your mind starts hunting for reasons. This little move could be the start. Or, if I don't get in now, it'll run without me. Pause right there. That's the moment. I trained myself to recognize it like a warning light. Now, when the itch comes, I stop everything. I stand up, walk away from the screen, drink water, breathe slow. Just 5 minutes. Most times the urge fades, and I see clearly. There was nothing real there. It's like stepping out of a storm into shelter. That simple act saved me more times than I can count. Another sign is when you're making up stories to justify entry. It's probably going higher because of that news yesterday, or this dip is just a shakeout before the real move. If you're convincing yourself, you're forcing. Real opportunities don't need convincing. They show up plain and clear. Price moving strongly in one direction, holding levels, building momentum, no story required. I used to write long explanations in my journal for every trade. Looking back, the forced ones had paragraphs of hope. The good ones, short and simple, clear strength, entered. Learning to spot the difference was like waking up. Boredom is a sneaky one. Some days the market is slow, nothing happening. You get restless. You start lowering your standards just to feel alive. That's dangerous. I turn those days into gifts. Time to read, exercise, spend with family, review old trades, anything but forcing action. One slow week, I almost entered a week setup out of pure boredom. Caught myself, closed the platform, went for a long walk, came back refreshed, and the next day brought a beautiful move I caught perfectly because I was patient. Waiting rewarded me more than forcing ever did. Pressure from outside adds fuel. Maybe you set a weekly goal, I need to make X amount, and a quiet day threatens it, or friends are bragging about their wins. That comparison steals peace. I cut it out. No more checking others during trading hours. My path is mine. Goals are guides, not chains. If the market doesn't give, that's okay. There's always tomorrow. Letting go of that pressure felt like dropping weights I didn't know I was carrying. Your body tells the truth too. Tense shoulders, fast breathing, tight chest that's forcing energy, calm breath, relaxed hands, that's real opportunity energy. I check in with my body now. If I'm tense, I wait. Simple, but powerful. Create gentle rules to protect yourself. Mine are no trades unless it feels clean and easy. No revenge after a loss. Max 1 or 2 setups a day. If nothing shows, that's a win capital preserved. Write your own. Keep them kind, not harsh. These rules became my guardians, stopping force before it started. As you practice this awareness, something beautiful happens. You start trusting your no. Saying no to bad trades feels as strong as saying yes to good ones, and that strength carries into life more patience with loved ones, more calm in tough times. Now, let's flow into how to turn waiting into your greatest advantage, building a trading life full of quality over quantity. With the wisdom to spot and stop forcing, now comes the reward. mastering the art of waiting and striking only when it's truly right. This is where your trading becomes art patient, powerful, and deeply satisfying. I've lived both sides, the chaos of forcing and the calm of selectivity. The second feels like coming home. It's touching how letting go of the need to always act opens the door to real growth, real peace, real wealth. Let me show you how to make waiting your superpower and turn rare, high quality trades into the foundation of lasting success. Waiting isn't empty time, it's preparation. On quiet days, I study past winners, what made them special. Clear direction, strong momentum, clean pullbacks. I replay them, feel them again. This sharpens my eye for when the real thing appears. I also rest, deep rest, sleep, nature, laughter with family. When the next opportunity comes, I'm fresh, focused, ready. Forcing drains you, waiting fills you. Quality trades show up when conditions align. Price moving decisively one way, holding ground, showing commitment. No guessing, no hoping, just obvious flow. When I see that now, I enter with full conviction, bigger size, calm mind. Because I waited, the risk feels smaller, the reward bigger. One good trade like that can cover a week of waiting. I've had months where I took only a handful of trades, but they paid more than old months of constant forcing. Build routines that honor patience, set trading hours and stick to them. After that, platform off, no checking prices at night. Life balance feeds trading strength. I protect evenings for connection, dinner with loved ones, reading, quiet reflection. Those moments recharge my spirit, making me sharper when I return. Track your patience, note days you didn't trade, and celebrate them as wins. My journal has entries like nothing clear today, great discipline, capital safe. Over time, you see the pattern. Patient weeks outperform forced ones. This proof builds unbreakable trust in the process. Handle the doubt when it whispers, you're missing out. Remember past forced losses. Remember how good it feels to wait and win big. Talk gently to yourself. The market will give again. I'm safe right now. That inner voice becomes your closest ally. Share the journey. Find others walking the same path. Talk about patience, not just wins. Their stories strengthen yours. I found a small circle of patient traders. Our talks feel like family. We lift each other on quiet days. Long term, this path compounds everything: money, confidence, joy. Accounts grow steadily, stress fades, life expands. You become the trader you always admired, calm in chaos, strong in stillness, rich in results. In embracing don't force trades, you choose freedom over chains, peace over pressure, real growth over illusion. This is your birthright as a trader. Live it daily, wait beautifully, strike powerfully, love the process. The rewards, financial, emotional, spiritual, are waiting for the patient heart. You've got this. Stay true, stay patient, and watch your trading life bloom.